guys sound fantastic. Thanks so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having us.
I think I can safely say you were the first person named Tano to appear in our live studio.
Right on.
What a great name.
Somebody's got to do it.
Is there a story behind the name?
Yeah. So I'm a Slavic cat, from a family of 9, and born with the name of Tanis. And my little sister, she could never really pronounce it, so it was like Astonish and all these crazy names. And
Astonish is pretty good.
Yeah, and it came out with Tano. So really, since I've been 13 or 14, it's like, hey, Tano, you'll pass the ketchup. So
I love it.
Right on.
Introduce the band, if you would.
Yeah. So on my left here, on your right, is Nico Suave Calcatero. I call him Suave.
And I got to interrupt real quick. This is Portland, Oregon. We have seen our share of handlebar mustaches.
Right on.
Yours is the best.
Oh,
we have a winner.
That's a big compliment.
You win.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Gotta love it. On my right and your left is Alyssa Simmons.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi. Hello.
You sound great.
Thank
She has
you.
better hair than I do, that's for sure. All right,
Well, we can't tell. You're wearing a hat.
Yeah, well.
But I have a guess.
Maybe that's why.
I have a hunch.
Right on. I gotta get the stash in the hair and I'll be good. And on the end here, we have the distinguished David James.
Yeah. Thanks, David. Well, let's talk about the new album. It's called Spinning North.
Right.
Great album. If you folks haven't heard the album yet, I
you.
encourage you to pick it up. Let's talk about the title of the album. I read in an interview recently, you were talking about what it meant to you, and one of the things you said I love during this election season, you said we all have a lot more in common, basically, than we are different. We're a lot more similar than we are different.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So what does Spinning North mean to you?
So this set today, first of all, thank you all for coming. Kink, thank you for having us. Mitch, Ken, everybody really appreciate the opportunity to be here, so thank you. Great stuff. This set is going to be about all the different kinds of love. And Spinning North explores this idea around what we do for those that we love. And when you think about it, whether you're working or you're retired, so many of us work for our children, work for our spouses, work to support our parents if they're older, our grandparents, our neighbors, and so forth. So some of these songs we wrote before COVID. That one, Light It, was written before COVID. This next one, Daisy, that we're going to do, is written before COVID. And very sort of optimistic tunes that speak to Light It was the psychology of meeting somebody for the first time, and this idea of being in sort of a combustible space, a la the candle and lighting it. And Daisy will carry that idea through. But as I think about Spinning North, and looking at all of the division that we've sort of had, I really realized that there's so much love, there's so much hard work, there's so much history in our country, and being I'm a son of Middle Eastern or Eastern Europe immigrants going back, over the boat in 1915, 1914. So, I've heard for my whole life that sort of immigrant story, and we find ourselves in these unique times, and Spinning North is about that grind that we do every day. We all wake up and work, and we all work to get to help those that we love get to a better place. Bluer skies, greener grass, spinning north. So it's that idea of working together and grinding. And a lot of it, last thing I'll say on that, a lot of it speaks to, many of us may not remember how hard our forebears worked to allow us to live in this beautiful geography, And so we just keep grinding and we keep working with the idea that we can get those that we love to a better place. And that's really the spirit behind the songs.
That was beautiful. I needed to hear all that. I really appreciate that.
Cool.
Just quickly, you have 3 sons, is that right?
I do have 3 sons.
They have any musical interests?
Yeah, they all do. They all do, and I hand them the guitar, and they're like, not so fast.
What's the age range?
So I have one that's 25, I have one that's 22, and I have one that's 18. Yeah, so it's been pretty cool. It having children. Well, first of all, the revelry. What is the revelry? People ask me all the time, Tano Jones Revelry, what is this goofy word? And I say that revelry is everything that's beautiful, that's free. And that would include the birth of a child. So if you've ever witnessed the birth of a child, or if you haven't, and I like to say whether you're north of the screen or south of the screen, either way, what a blessing. And, what a beautiful thing. And, I was talking to Sean and Sam, when I walked in, I asked him, what do you love? He said, a cup of coffee. So the revelry is, seeing the sun come up for another day, having another shot at excellence, having another shot at love, having another shot at being able to seize the day. And it's that spirit that, when I take off my silly clogs with my white ankles and I put my feet on the grass, that, that's a win, and when I land and I smell the Portland air and you see all these majestic, huge trees and you come over on these beautiful bridges and you see this river and you're like, this is a glorious win, So, so Spinning North is a celebration of the work, and the Revelry is really about all those things. A lot of people think it's about just drinking and partying and getting crazy, and it's much more. It's about all those things that are free that sometimes we take for granted that are just true blessings around us.
This has been a great therapy session. I feel so much better now. Thank you for being here. How about some more music? The Tano Jones Revelry, everybody.
Right on.